Good morning, guys. How is everyone? Everyone, please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Invite everyone to come over and wake up with Bunny. I apologize to anyone who tried to tune in over the weekend. Did something weird to my back. I was it wasn't even the pain that stopped me from being here. It was the medications. So I always say, I don't want anything that'll make me loopy, but this combo made me very loopy. So me getting on here would have been just destruction. And that's not good for anyone. I've got my coffee. I've got my water. I've got you guys. I have the internet. What more could a girl really want? Am I right? Let's dive in to see what is going on in the Twitter sphere. Because I bet it's going to be good. Oh, okay.
And my man, thank you to my man. And my man, thank you to my man.
Official thank you.
And my man, thank you to my man. 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 And my man, thank you to my man.
You guys are all different, and they kind of look to me like there may be a few overlaps, but for the most part, they're all different. That's 11. That's 11 boyfriends, travel boyfriends in 4 months. Even if this is only half of those and there were some duplicates, that's a lot. That's a lot. Like Fort Worth always says, girls love to travel and fuck. Man, that's pretty telling. Let's see. These are we're coming up with some odd stuff this morning. Let's refresh here. The easiest way to get a girl to show up with another girl. It's Jesus Christ. Apparently I still can't read. Sorry. The easiest way to get a girl is to show up with another girl. It's true. That jealousy plays a huge part in female attraction. As ridiculous as that sounds, it's like it really is the truth. Let's see what Balancer's saying. Let's see. He says, hey, don't they travel overseas to keep their hoe phase discreet? She actually revealed it. It's true. It's so true. It's, it is bizarre when you see the girls who actually show the guy that they've been guy that they've been meeting up with and traveling. That says a lot about, I would say, her level of damage, because if she's showing you that she had upwards of 11 boyfriends over a 4-month travel period of people that she clearly was not terribly familiar with, because she also said, and thanks for not giving me STDs. Then that is definitely a sign that there is some real damage there. She's running away from someone, usually a father, an uncle, a handsy friend, whatever the case may be. She's running from someone, and that's where she's doing all of this hoe travel and bragging about it. Very true. Very true. And if you guys see that kind of thing on social media, that wasn't a one-time event. That wasn't like, oh, she was just in a hoe phase for 4 months when she was traveling overseas. No, that kind of behavior happens in the States too, although it's probably even more pronounced because in our own neighborhood, I bet she's also pretty unknown, but known by all. Let's see. Fasting seems simple. How hard can it be to not eat? Alexandra Cortez puts together a lot of really good fitness information. If you haven't picked up one of his books or haven't dug into his page, I really suggest you do so. He knows his stuff. Okay, we already saw that. Well, hello. Let's see. That's pretty good. I wonder if that football guy will be at the Taylor Swift game again today. That's hilarious. I know I'm late to the party on that one, but that's pretty funny. I'm still retweeting it because I find it hilarious. Let's see. A girl lifting weights. Cool, cool. What's an orgasm? What's an orgasm? When you fold paper to look like birds and shit. That's oregano, bitch. Well, at least I'm being entertained this morning. I don't think there hasn't been a whole heck of a lot to talk about yet, but my gosh. Oh, a lot of funny stupidity. Oh, let's see. No politics. No gadgets. I have a feeling this would sell well in England. Oh my. This vest saves you from knife attacks. This is going to be awesome to watch. I bet his shirt is... Oh my. A bat? Holy shit. Okay, first of all, you have to be wearing this vest all the time. But I do like that. I can't tell if it protects the sides as well because, of course, they're only going to the front and to the back, like a bulletproof vest that police officers wear or whatever. But I will say, did you guys see this guy's face who's taking the beating when he's like hitting him from the back with the bat? He keeps like trying to get away from it. So I think he was feeling a little bit more with the bat than he was with anything, but Jiminy Christmas. John Wick suits are starting to become a reality. Well, they're becoming a necessity for sure. I agree. Whoo, man. That's a lot to watch. And that shirt is like shredded from all the knives and machete-ish. Look at the cut marks on that shirt. That's fascinating. Wow. I wonder how much weight that thing adds because this guy looks pretty lean and he doesn't look like he has that bulky bulletproof vest kind of thing like you see when police officers are wearing them. That's fascinating. I'm mesmerized. I'm mesmerized by that suit. Good morning, Tony. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. I saw your videos over the weekend. So good. So good. I'm being mesmerized on the internet right now. Let's see. Oh, absolutely. Guys, if you have, I'm gonna read this real quick. Didn't realize having a ridiculously cute baby would draw as much female attention as it does. In hindsight, it makes sense. Had several women get friendlier than normal and tell me I should have more kids. I'm doing my best to restrain my inner hood nigga. But this is why when you take your, niece or nephew for the day and go entertain them, you get a lot of female attention. This is why the same with dogs. If you take a dog for a walk or, at the park or whatever, or to a dog park, you draw more attention. This all babies and dogs attract women. So this is a great example, unless it's your baby and you're like married or committed to the mom. Use it for what it's worth. I mean, this is an old school trick to like say, hey, I want to take that nephew to the mall with me today. What? Why would you do that? Because it helps pick up chicks. Duh. Like, this is a thing. Girls are always drawn to babies. And if girls seem repelled by it, that's an actual red flag. You don't want to be with her anyway. Oh, let's see. Oh, this is going to be good. This is an old school pickup artist mystery. A woman does not truly know that she's attracted to you until she feels jealousy, which is exactly what Fort Worth was saying earlier when he said the best way to attract girls is to show up with a girl. Okay, I'm not going to try and scroll up to it. So good. So we're going to watch this. A minute and a half.
But a woman doesn't truly know she's attracted to you. She feels jealousy. So it isn't until, another girl comes along and she feels jealous that she wants you. And that'll really accelerate her to chase you. But how are you going to get another girl chasing you? In other words, I noticed that the hottest girls in my life always came from mixed sets, from merging sets, rather. I would have to merge a set. Hi, baby. Almost done. I would go into a set, and then I would take that and merge them forward into the next set, or at least ping pong between the two, passively forward merge. And when I would go to the new set, I thought it was just the social proof that I had that allowed me to build the attraction, but it wasn't. It was the fact that I would take this set and introduce them to the previous set, and that previous set would give me Kino hand-holding stuff that would create jealousy for this girl. And these girls who I had opened, and then I opened a new set and introduced these girls to the first set, they felt jealousy. So now I'm ping-ponging between two jealousy plot lines. That's when a woman knows she's attracted to you. So jealousy plot line is built into the
Okay, I'm going to pause this for a moment. This is absolutely true. So one of the things that we talk about doing all the time, that Mystery talked about doing, that a lot of people talked about doing, is when you're approaching a group of women and you see a particular woman that really appeals to you, or that's been catching your eye across the row or the room or whatnot, you don't hard charge straight to her. You into the group, you talk to her friends, you maybe flirt a little with another girl, and he's talking about ping-ponging between the two of them once you kind of build that attraction and rapport. Because whenever girls sense jealousy, that's how we know that we're turned on. And then by the time you get around to us, we are fully aroused and turned on. And once you turn your attention to us, our heads explode with passionate, feelings towards you. So a lot of times, even if we've been catching eyes across a room, or you approach and you aren't 100% into us in that very beginning, that as far as we can tell, the fact that you are talking to everyone, you're pinpointing a couple of girls, and we're feeling jealousy because you're not just talking to us, that we have to share that attention, that arouses us more and more and works in your favor.
Game plan. Always. If you can't do it on day one, you're going to have to throw it in at some point.
Man, that's awesome. I'm so glad that we still have like videos of of mysteries. This is like old school VHS video recordings of, conference room stuff. This is not big arenas. This is not flashy lights. This guy is a man with knowledge in front of a whiteboard, and it is good stuff. Good stuff. Great question. Let's see. Do you have an estimate on how much attention to divide between the girl you like and her friend? The key is to arouse as many of the girls as you can. Okay? Don't always go after the prettiest one first. Don't always go after your actual target or your targets first. Work your way around. Be friends with everyone. Attract everyone, because girls will run cock blocks like nobody's business. So if you win over the group, they all want you to take them home. So it's not a percentage thing. It's with practice. You just get better and better at gauging the interest level of the woman that you are actually cross that room to talk to. So it's not a percentage thing. I would say, approach a group, let's say 5 girls. You talk to like the middle attractive one. You talk to whichever one perks up the most whenever you approach, which won't be the one that you've been making eyes at. It won't be that one. She'll be more subdued. She won't get as excited because she doesn't want to give her stuff away. But talk to the girl who shows you the most enthusiasm off the front end, which may be the ugliest girl in the circle because she doesn't get much attention, and talk to like a middle range girl. Kind of go back and forth. What are you guys doing? What are y'all here for? What are you, where are you from? Are you from in town? Are you local? Da, da, da. Then work your way through the group, just a little at a time. Acknowledge the girl who you actually crossed the room to talk to. Acknowledge her. Make eye contact with her. Maybe give her an extra wink or something fun like that. And that way she knows, as you're talking to these other girls, that she's the one that you find the most appealing, but just keep working it. And then it's easier to pull one or two aside. The circle gets a little bit smaller as girls are like, okay, that's enough attention from this guy. I don't want to have to share his attention. So girls tend to kind of go smaller and create their own groups when this kind of scenario is happening. So then you are truly left with the 2 girls or 3 girls or 1 girl that's getting the most of your attention. So it's not as much about percentage and really giving a ratio of how much to talk to each one. It's that you feel it out and you let the groups naturally disintegrate around you, leaving you with the ladies that most appeal to you. Love it. Good one. Always good. Remember, first time God ever punishes a man is when he listened to a woman. That's a good analogy. That's a good reminder. Let's see. Guys, this girl's working really hard to find a husband these days. I don't know if she just had a breakup. I don't know what's going on. But if anyone wants her own words, submissive, future wife that you're not going to have sex with until you're married, but is virtuous in her own mind, at least. She's been married before, but she considers herself a bit of a born-again bride because she didn't have sex prematurely before marriage the first time and apparently hasn't had sex since. So if you want a low body count girl, at least in theory and at least in what she's projecting to the world, hit her up, because she apparently is in deep need right now. She's been tweeting a lot about how badly she wants a husband. If anybody wants that husband-seeking girl, you do it. Let's see. Whew. Yeah, she's been all over the place. What's on your mind? I wonder if I ever bought milk from the same cow twice. That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. You guys are cracking me up this morning. I am glad we came across that mystery video. That's pretty good. No pest strip sighting. That's pretty funny. This is what family vacations looked like whenever, what would that be, like 70s? Man, what a great photo. Oh, Fort Worth and I talked about this a lot last night. I was talking to a guy friend of mine and asked him what his best friend does for work. And he said, I don't know. I was like, what do you mean you don't know? He's like, I don't know. We never talked about it. We never talk about work. They've talked weekly for 20 years. Is this a guy thing? It totally is a guy thing. Now, Fort Worth is one of those guys who would ask more questions. And so he would probably know more, but he knows that there have been like buddies who he's seen, trained with in the gym for decades, doesn't even know their name. You know, guys don't converse about what they're doing at work, what projects they're working on, if they don't know each other through work, they don't talk about work. They don't know what each other does. And even if they work together, they may not know each other's even job title. So it's interesting to kind of note, because this kind of question baffles women. We're like, what do you do? What does your husband do? What does your husband do? What do your kids do? What activities are they in? What lessons are they in? Like, girls know everything about their girlfriends. So it just boggles our minds that you guys do not ask more questions from your friends. Oh. Rivelino wisdom. All this will be common knowledge in 5 years. I wonder how many years he's been saying this. Green line theory, the claw, pussy facing the world, cock shame, hand shame, tongue sluts, van sluts, good girl checklist, face fucking, damaging feet, damaged pussy, damaged feet, damaged pussy, reverse cowgirl test, ring finger test, leopard print predictor. He makes some great lists. All right, let's see what this is. If a girl fucks up her reputation big enough, gets crazy, arrested during a breakup, fucks every guy in town, destroys her reputation with drugs and alcohol and parties, she will move to a completely new city, get a fresh start to meet a new guy who will never know about her fuck ups. I think this is a really, really key point to make. If you ever meet a girl who's like new to town and she moved there alone, even if it was for a job, you can guarantee she's running away from something, okay? Just like the travel girls, they're running away from something. This is a really important key to remember, and I hope that you guys will bookmark this in your brains, because if a girl ups and leaves where she lived before, where she was raised, where she went to college, whatever the case may be, and moves to a new town alone, that is definitely her running away. That's her running away from something. And what is the real concern? And you'll never get a straight answer about what she's running away from, because you can't talk to her about this, because she's not going to admit that that's what she's running away from. She's running away from, like this list says, fucking everyone in sight, a bad breakup. She needs to reinvent herself. And so she does that by moving to a new place. Okay. So if a girl is new in town, if she literally, you know, I wonder how many plot lines in movies revolve around just a girl moving to the city all on her own, as if that really happens in real life for healthy girls. It just doesn't. It doesn't. Girls who are healthy, they want to either stay with their family, they're in a long-term relationship that they value and that they want to stay in. They aren't running away from people. They aren't running away from their identity. They're not feeling the need to reinvent themselves. If they want to slowly tweak things about themselves, they can do so at home. But girls move to the city, they move away from their home base alone because they're running away from something. Because always remember, there's always ways to work, earn money, find a husband, any of that, anywhere we are, period. That's all there is to it. So if she's taking the leap of completely overhauling her life, it's for a reason. And it's for a reason that includes some red flags and some bad stuff left in her wake. Make no mistake, more often than not, these girls do not truly reinvent themselves. They do. That's in the movies. That only happens there. There are very few women who have the wherewithal and the follow through to truly move to a new place, completely reinvent themselves, let go of that old skin of the past life and move forward in this new way. Those old habits always come back. 99.9% of the time, you will see the reason in short order as to what she was running away from and the kind of person that she was when she ran. So remember all of these things when you get turned on by the new girl on the block or the new girl at work, because if she's not from around there, if she just moved across the country alone, that is the equivalent of solo travel. She is absolutely flying that red flag as hard and fast as she can, while convincing herself that the opposite is true. With that in mind, guys, on Wednesday night, this is a late show, Wednesday night Central Standard Time. Please tune in for for Spicy Tea with Bunny and SB. This is our sexy sex talk, and we have a great time doing it. This week, we are going to talk about the full spectrum of sexual enthusiasms. So from the most normal, we'll say, most normalized, the most popularly seen, to the most extreme kinkiness. And she and I are going to dig into it hard and fast. So it's usually about an hour show. This will be a really great episode because you've got two sexually enthusiastic girls who genuinely enjoy talking about the subject and are comfortable talking about the subject. So tune in for the sexy sex stuff. This is why it's a late night show, is because there is a lot going on there and a lot to unpack. So set that notification for Wednesday night. It is in 2 days, and I look forward to seeing all of you there. Until I see you again in 23 and a half hours, go lift heavy things. Go have some hot sex and go be productive, accomplish something, and know that I genuinely appreciate your eyes. I appreciate you tuning in this morning and every morning. Bye, Balancer. I love that you tell me bye every morning. I don't usually catch it as I'm doing my outro. So bye. Thank you guys so much. And I will catch you again in 23 and a half hours.